was the last time I uploaded a good video? Oh, I see. Hello, welcome to the channel. I have never uploaded a good YouTube video to my channel. It's finally happened. I have finally uploaded a video. A good one too, I hope. Why did I make this YouTube video? Well, it's just an excuse to make me work. I'm a massive procrastinator. I don't work at all. This is a reattempt of an old project that I was already trying to do. I was trying to spend 24 hours on a project to try and see what I would make from it. I immediately skewed away from what I was meant to be making, and I never finished it. So I started this project, and I told myself I would spend an hour on this. I spent 13 hours on it. Please enjoy the pilot of the Eeewani DevVlog. 3, 2, 1, ow. Knowing that this project was going to be a failure from the very beginning, in the spirit of good game design, I considered the player and provided an easy escape for anyone who found themselves playing my game in the form of a quit button. Ooh. Okay, and it works, yes! As a game whose main goal is to collect lemons, I thought that it would be most fitting for there to be a lemon in the game. What does a lemon look like? I mean, that is just... Yep, these are lemons. Eventually, the lemon's finished. Got to add the parts and components. In preparation for a slide out upgrades menu, I tried to animate the lemon being able to move left and right as the shop moves in and out. Unfortunately, it didn't go how I was hoping, and this took far too long. Eventually, I made it so clicking the lemon gives you a lemon. I then worked on creating the shop. Eventually, the animations for the shop were complete. I then added the first upgrade, and then added scrolling. Then I created 9 more clicker upgrades. I am programming God. Lemons. Shop. Ooh, very cool. On the start of day 2, I worked on adding some stats to the upgrades. Then I had to suffer through adding a completely useless feature. Creating this part of the game was my favourite part of all. All clicker games have auto clickers, so I had to include that in my game, and I had that in the form of something that I called lemonators. Do you get it? Because it's like generators, but like lemons. It kind of sounds like lemonade, but it's like generators, lemons, lemonators. Because each lemonator was unique, and I had to keep track of how many of each the player owned, I had to create a whole new set of code that was separate from the code that I used for the upgrades before. I programmed for about 1 hour non-stop without ever going back to my Unity project to ever check how it was going. And amazingly, it worked on the first try. I think the code for this section is really interesting, but I'm not going to bore you with it because it's long, annoying, and wordy, so just enjoy the sights. background was looking quite stale, so I decided to add some falling lemons as a background, but it ended up just looking like falling crisps. Feeling that there weren't enough things to buy in the game, I decided to add upgrades to the laminators. The time had come for me to create music for the game. Because I was lazy, I had decided to create some really awful, terrible and annoying music that was 16 bars long and would loop forever. Because I'm so loving, I created a mute button which could be used to get rid of the awful noises that I had just made. In order to make the game feel more responsive, I added a sound effect for every time the player bought something from the shop. And that was the last thing I did before I decided that it was finished. This project was a lot more fun than I thought it would be to work on. I expected this to be 1 hour, it ended up being way longer than that. But that was because I got a bit carried away because it was too much fun. If you want, I can continue working on this project to try and improve it and make it even nicer. This marks the end of the pilot of the Eeewani DevVlog. This is purely experimental, so tell me if you enjoy it so that I know to make more of these. And thank you for watching.